I was speaking to one of my clients the other day about the importance of the internet connection, and there's various components to it. For me, the security of your internet connection is one of those components, and it got me onto the subject of next generation firewalls. When you consider that pretty much everything that you do with a computer in your business is either connecting to the internet or connecting to services on the internet. And I was speaking about this term, threat actors. These are malicious people, malicious actors, either people, entities, hacking groups that are looking to perform some kind of malicious activity. There was a new study recently conducted by Palo Alto Networks. Some researchers, they set up 320 what we would call honeypots. Honeypots are easily hackable systems on the internet. And within 24 hours, 80% of these honeypots had been accessed by some kind of threat actor. Well, it just goes to show you that if 80% of these easily hackable systems or honeypots can be found within 24 hours, how protected are you? The hackers or threat actors are looking to remote control whatever they can on the internet. Once a hacker's got in through your system and they've maybe got access to a computer or some kind of system, it used to be that havoc was caused from there, but now they're a lot smarter than that. They might sit in your system for anything up to 100 days, waiting for the right time to actually strike. There are many things that you can do to protect your organization, and I just want to speak a little bit around the next generation firewall. If you think about the firewalls that you get, the ones that are maybe sent to you free from your internet service provider, or some of the basic ones that you can buy online, there are loads of different brands out there, they will give you a modicum of security. When we mention firewall, I'm speaking about specifically about a piece of hardware, that box that manages the connectivity between your network and the internet. The next generation firewalls have a lot more protection on them. If you think about the next generation firewall, this is kind of like having security guards both sides of your door or your firewall, checking traffic, checking people coming in and out. And when things get into your network, now you need to let things into your network or else you would never be able to communicate with the world. Sometimes you can get malicious software or viruses that will try and set themselves up and start to communicate with the outside world. And quite often a next generation firewall will recognize that this is happening. They'll have logs and they will log that this is happening. And then they will alert maybe you, your managed service provider, your IT department. A lot of next gen firewalls have antivirus actually installed on them. They tend to call it AMP or advanced malware protection. This is something that we would have installed on our PCs anyway, but now it's even installed on your firewall. And it just makes sure that everything's either clean or cleaned as it goes in and comes out of your organization. Next generation firewalls do cost more. There is often a subscription with them that you pay for from the manufacturer. The best part about this is that you know that the subscription that you're paying for, the manufacturer are constantly updating things, they're constantly improving, they're constantly making sure that any security issues are being addressed. And these are real-time updates. The best thing is that they actually log every transaction, every bit of communication, not from a sort of spying point of view, but more just from some communication came from this computer and went to that computer. It won't actually show you what they're actually communicating on. You can go down that route. That's called content filtering, but that's a very advanced part, and it's definitely another cost that you would add on if you wanted to content filter. One of the things that we often face with installing a firewall these days, especially in the last 18 months, is that we get asked, well, how do we protect the people at home? Quick answer is You can create a connection, so you can connect into the firewall from home using what's known as a VPN, virtual private network connection, or you can actually get like a miniature or a home version of the same thing that's in the office. And it actually uses the subscriptions that you pay for on the big firewall and implements them on the smaller one. So there's some really, really handy and neat little solutions out there. And some of these, you can actually just plug them directly into your home internet connection, and they will protect anything past that little firewall. They're really good little systems, and I would urge you to sort of like engage with your IT provider or your IT department to see if that's something that you could use or you could have to protect yourself at home. So for me, and in our experience, most things that we do within a business are either we're connecting to the internet, we're leveraging services that are in the cloud or hosted on somebody else's data center or somebody else's server. For this reason, instead of investing in systems and IT systems within your organization, invest in the cloud systems, invest in everything that's out there, and then have a next generation firewall to protect your connection to the internet and to these systems. It's a much better way to operate. I think moving forward that companies should really be investing more so in their connectivity, their internet connections, than they should be in their infrastructure actually on their premises. I feel that most of the services that we use in terms of computer-based services are connected to the internet or connected to a cloud-based service in some shape or form. And for that reason, in order to protect you and your business, a next generation firewall is really a pretty sound investment for your business. And I would start looking at these things today.